they, didn't. There's some junk, but there's some decent stuff too. Yeah.
Our live auction was a little smaller this year, but we always do a big dessert table silent auction with some other items as well. And then we have our raffles, and then we have our live auction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get a bunch more young people involved. That's the problem.
Sure.
This whole sport.
Yeah, when I started, I was a young guy.
So was I. That was in 1974. So that'll show you how long ago that was. And I was the young guy.
There hasn't been a
And
lot.
honestly, I will be quite honest. I wasn't treated that well as the 25-year-old at that time. So that's what we got to do different.
You had to pay your dues.
Yeah.
Yep, you had to pay your dues.
Matter of fact, I won a Brittany Classic up here in the Pacific Northwest when I was a real good. I think he went too long. He was still training dogs into his mid to late 80s. Mark, any questions or comments?
So this is a very nice expo that's coming from Ronald. And then Patrick, in one of the valleys, there is a very little large aspen, and they have even taken to chewing on large established pine.
They
Yeah.
being what? Beavers?
I think, yes, I think they're talking about beavers.
Yeah. Well, they can be problems anywhere. If you don't have, like up at Riggins, we really just didn't have that many trees. And so we put chicken wire around the bottoms so we could keep beavers away from them. I mean, that was really the only way you could protect them.
I think Alicia put in some links about beavers. And so Patrick was asking her. So anyway, they're having conversation. No questions yet.
I actually don't know how much I'm supposed to be filming in here. I'm going to walk outside now, show you what outside in Boise's like today. This is the fairgrounds. This is a big fairground. Idaho does not have a state fair. Instead, they have an Eastern Idaho Fair and a Western. And that's what's held here every year. But this grounds used to be a big horse racing track. And you've actually heard me talk about that in our, so that's the event that's held in the summer called Expo Idaho. That's called Western down there. And then this over here, those are grandstands for what used to be a horse racing track. And back in the 80s, when I lived here before we moved to Colorado for 34 years, we did all the drug testing for all the horse racing that went on here. And there were some guys that raced horses here who went on after here and started to race at Kentucky Derby, very big events. Well, then this place closed probably 7 or 8 years ago. And they're now the horse racing did. The fair is always, so it goes on every year and there's livestock and all kinds, but I'm going to kind of walk out this way because they're building a new athletic complex here. And we've been to several concerts at this auditorium space over here where I think it'll seat is 10,000. Mark, if you remember I went to the Beach Boys concert here a couple summers ago. And last summer, I think we heard Daughtry, who was a guy that did really well on American Idol back a number of years ago. We went to a Daughtry concert. And so I'm now walking out. You can see this is really new, what they've done around the soccer. So this is going to be turned into soccer fields. And they've even put, those are new lights that must be the big soccer field they're going to have. And then look at all this walkway out here. And I don't think you can get into this area over here where the soccer field is that green fence is around it. And I mean, it almost looks like they're going to use it this year for soccer.
Mhm.
So we've had our just the first rain of the year here in the last, or not for the year, but last 3 or 4 weeks. We just have been really dry. So you're seeing that these puddles around it. Rained here quite a bit yesterday. All right. Well, let's see. We'll walk around and see if we can see into this auditorium. Again, you're getting lots of glimpses of sort of the Western United States. Not many of you are from out here. They're actually doing construction here. I don't think we can get in over here. They're doing this to get it ready for the fairs and I think for whatever they're doing for that soccer type of activity. I'm going to see if there's stairs still going up the side of this. There used to be. Yeah, there is. They're right over there beyond those those shipping containers. Again, shipping containers are amazing to be. Those green locker rooms, restrooms, but that field looks to me like it's ready to pull here last fall. So 3 months ago, 4 months ago, there.
I see that they're building galleries all around.
Seating, yeah. Is that what you're calling a gallery? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that what you would call a seating area as a gallery? Yeah.
in my country, it's
Yes.
called
Yeah. Galleries. Yeah. So
Yes,
if you're in an auditorium and you're watching a show, you would say you're sitting in the gallery. Is that right?
yes,
That's how you describe it.
yes.
Yeah. I got to drive over here at some point because I don't think I'm supposed to be parked back here. Although maybe they won't make me move. This red truck. You guys haven't seen this truck, I don't think. That red truck with the back shell on is my truck. So it's a truck that I can put dog crates in the back. I'll show you one that's actually in there so I can transport dogs to different events. Pull a trailer with it. So this is the truck. Here's my dog crate. This is huge dog crate, by the way. Also have some golf clubs back in here, but this is so that I can take dogs. I can put 3 of my Brittany's if I had 3 of them in there. Two retrievers easily. All right. Well, we are getting close to the top of the hour. We got 10 minutes left. If you got questions, throw them in. I'm going to walk back in and we'll do our some more shots inside the arena. I would like to say two topics that are worth discussion today. One is the fellow that won the Nobel Prize recently for these factors, and they're named after him, that they're now going to be using to heal people that have macular degeneration in their eyes, which is essentially a blinding ailment that you can get at any age, by the way. It's not age related. It's not like just old people get it. But if you get macular degeneration, you'll essentially lose your vision. Well, these are factors that are used to improve the genes, and there are 4 of them. He won the Nobel Prize. My brain's going dead now to think of his name. I'm pretty sure it's Okanawa. Okanawa is I think is what his name is. I'm sure Alicia will look it up and she'll get us the right name. But the Okanagan factors are huge breakthroughs in science because it is literally, as they start to get applied to other things, they are going to be the start of what could be anti-aging. Because what they do to heal people from macular degeneration is they literally go and they will make the retina get younger and therefore not go through the degeneration process, which is really amazing and just a great circumstance. All right. Well, I'm looking at rafting companies here. Here's a aquatic invasives. King salmons. Hunting partner. Sitters. Hunts, bear hunts. Badge. Here's my badge for the show. So we've been through here. I'm going to walk down a different aisle. Rope reimagined. I have no idea what that is. Hunting, fishing, utility, extreme utility rope. Guys even playing a song for us. Utility rope. That's a great concept. I don't know if it's extra strong or what, but ultimate tensile strength, 1,100 pounds. Pretty cool. Echelon rifles. Alchemy blade works. Public land. Habitat stewardship. Outdoor beards. Foxtail Lodge in Alaska. Safari Club International, Gold Valley Log Homes. Look at those logs. Look how big that is, everybody. There's some big animals. Grizzly bear. When they do this sportsman show, not this promoter, but a different organization does one in Denver, they'll have mounts of mule deer like that one, or moose like this one, water buffalo, that are world class. I mean, they're literally some of the best mounts in the world. These are beautiful, but so look how big a mountain lion is, everybody. Look at the size of these paws. I'm gonna put my hand, there's a paw of a mountain lion next to my hand. You don't want to get bit by that, do ya? Yeah. All right, well, we are coming close to it. Why don't you guys throw in any questions that you have? And we will give it a wrap here sometime soon. Looks like all these seminars are just on Saturday. And any of you that are out in this area, come to the Sportsman Show. My guess is none of you are, so that ain't gonna happen. But we would, you would enjoy it. Any other questions, Mark?
No, I don't see any questions, but
All right.
yeah.
All right. Well, we are right up and close to the top. And since we don't have any other questions, and I've got stuff to do here today, and why don't we call it for the day?